So we got Rookieman here. We appreciate you guys hopping on. Um, tell us tell us a little bit about how Rookieman got started, how you guys got involved, your role, and then we can get into some other fun stuff.
Well, Marty's been into cards for quite a while. I got into it like most people over COVID. Hopped in and out a lot of times. Did a whatnot. Did started a whatnot a while ago with some other buddies. Didn't quite take off. Later down the road, me, Marty, and Mark linked up and started doing whatnot. So me and Mark kind of run that. Marty's more like show guy, but he also
Yeah.
helps with the whatnot as well.
Yeah, Marty's been in cards for about 30 years now. Back in the 80s and 90s, he owned card shops. He did signings with a lot of WWF wrestlers back then. So he
Okay.
has a pretty cool story. Diamond Dallas Page is one of the main guys he partnered with and did a lot of signings for him. He's got just
Oh, yeah, the
yes,
bang,
sir.
baby.
Yeah.
He's
Like Marty's boy, dude.
yeah, they actually he considers him a friend, which is pretty cool. So he's lived
Oh,
a pretty cool life as far as partnering with different athletes. He did a signing with Carnell Tate recently. So Jeremiah Love. So some of the more recent guys that are up and coming, going into the draft and stuff like that. So he has his hands a little bit of everything in the card world and the sports world.
It's awesome.
But yeah, again, appreciate you guys jumping on this show. Could you maybe tell us what you're excited about bringing? If you know the inventory that you're going to bring, if it's a mixture of a lot of different things, maybe just kind of let people know what to expect at your table.
Our saying is we're coming in hot, like the song says. We're going to be bringing some of the freshest product from case hits, downtowns, kabooms, RPAs, all that good stuff. Buying and selling all day long. That's what the Rookie Man team does. And we'll also have a very, very extensive selection of memorabilia, as you guys, as Brad, as you saw at Shipshawana. We'll probably at least have a table and a half of memorabilia, ranging from Ohio State players, Notre Dame, Chicago Bears, even trying to probably some couple Indianapolis Colts for you local people down there.
Yep.
Hopefully some Alec Pierce, maybe Jonathan Taylor, stuff like that. But just mainly just expect a bunch of firepower across the board. There probably will be one whole showcase full of Ohio State due to Marty the Don being a huge Ohio State fan. So just expect a very good wide selection of case hits, autos, everything you guys can imagine. We're gonna have it in our showcases. We're buying left and right just to prepare for the show. So it's going to be good. And like I said, we'll have a mixture of cards and some memorabilia in there as well. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Now you guys are making your rounds through the Midwest, and I know you guys are hitting up a lot of. You guys did a local show there yesterday. Is that right?
yeah, we do.
At Crown Point.
Yeah, we got Crown Point. Actually, Crown Point show is Saturday at the fairgrounds, which is an awesome location. I'm surprised nobody's tried it yet. So we'll see how that goes as well. We're always doing shows on Sunday.
We do there's 3 or 4 guys out here that these guys, Mark and Joey, really have partnered up with out here to support the local shows. So there's probably 3 or 4 local shows we do that's usually once a month. And then, we're trying now to just expand ourselves down and more in the Midwest. Obviously we do Shipshawana every year, but we want to expand our horizons and get out more in the Midwest down there, Indy and south of Indy and Daleville. Either Kentucky, these two just went to Tennessee, the national show in Tennessee a couple, in February. So we're just trying to expand our horizons as we expand our team. Obviously it's Joey, Mark, and Marty, and then I just joined a little bit ago. So now the 4 of us are kind of just trying to see where we can hit different shows. And I think that's one thing that excites us about the Miller show. Your guys' show is it's an indie, and it's only 2 hours away for us. So we're just looking at hitting, the bigger shows is, within a close driving distance. Because we're pretty much being where we are. We're 2 hours from pretty much like 5 or 6 states. So it's like
the Midwest is awesome.
We can hop in the car and go 2 hours away, 3 hours away. We'll do it and make it work. So
Yeah, it's great. Thinking about the trip to the national you guys just came back from. What was the wildest thing you guys saw out there? It looked like a movie.
Yeah, so I would say actually the gentleman set up next to us.
Oh, yeah.
He had about I would say about $2.5 million in the showcase.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Probably the biggest showcase I've ever seen. Even talking about the National in Chicago, his showcase would have rivaled anyone's showcase. So it's just pretty cool to see his collection. And like I said, he was set up right next to us. He had a PSA 10, Tom Brady, Green Kaboom. He had a 1 of 1
gold kabooms,
gold kaboom, Tom Brady. Some guy actually sold every card he had in his collection just to get that plus cash on top. So it was pretty cool to see, a $250,000 to $300,000 deal being done right there. So
wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we've never had anything that big.
No.
But yeah, no, it's nice to see that
April
stuff.
24th, 25th. It could happen. You never know.
What's your favorite card that you guys have had, or one of the biggest cards? Sold.
I'm a huge IPC Halliburton, as you can see, little Halley shirt on. But so I have some high-end Halleys. I think I have like 50 or 60 PSA 10s of Halley, mostly numbered 210 or less. A lot of his auto stuff, and so that's mainly what I collect. And then Brad, you tell them about your Jordan collection.
He is the GOAT. There is no debate in my book. So a couple years ago, I bought into a mystery box. It was $495 to do a Jordan mystery box, right? And one of the hits among others was the 86 Fleer. And took my chance. I just got COVID like a couple days before, so I couldn't be there on site. I actually had Travis pick it up for me, and they went live with me opening it up, and sure enough, I hit the PSA 5 86 Fleer.
That's crazy.
That was just the start, and so I began from there, just kind of filling everything out between 86 to 89, and now I'm just kind of filling in some gaps. I got my rookie sticker late last year, so yeah.
That's awesome.
We just bought a 1990 Fleer PSA 10 yesterday, actually, at the show.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, nice.
Came to the table. I hadn't seen one in a 10 in a long time, and I mean it's 90, but still, like it's
still
got some value.
Yeah.
It actually just came to the table yesterday, which is crazy.
Is it the hoops? 90 hoops?
Yeah. So it's somewhere in there, but yeah, so that was cool to come across. That was just crazy how that's what everybody's buying now is Kobe's and Jordans and Otanis because their market's staying steady. There's no
for sure
and no downgrading them. And they're only going up as they. It's crazy. And even the 90 Fleer, like when I was looking at the comps on it, like I was like, holy cow, they're consistently, and they're only going up more and more and more and more and more. So
yeah.
Let's flip it back to you guys. You guys asked what we collect. What do you guys PC?
Right now, this is all. I mean, most of the stuff we run at $1 on whatnot. So it's cool to just have cards, even if I have them for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Stuff I like, stuff that I'll probably keep.
Joey's been searching for like 6 months for
Bryson DeChambeau auto.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like golf. I love golf.
It's probably one of my favorite cards. Stafford 2010 auto. Just obviously one MVP. I'm a Detroit local native, so stuff like that.
And we're like suckers for like iMac and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
They were saying any like rookie quarterback iMac is awesome.
And then I think I picked this up yesterday, but I like this kid from Notre Dame, the Jaden Greathouse RPA out of Bowman Best.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Nothing super crazy, but I think big things for the kid this year. So, and I'm a diehard Notre Dame fan, so that's just one of my favorite ones. I honestly don't PC a single thing. I think I have one card, and it's a Joe Alt Onyx auto. We did signing with Joe Alt a couple years ago, and I love the kid from day one. So that was like the one. I think it's like the one card I PC. The rest I have is all for sale.
Yeah, I mean, right now with building the stream, down the road, we'll start keeping some of our bigger cards, but just trying to build the stream and have that level of collection to run at $1 really is our goal right now. Is just giving people the opportunity to get some grow cards for them. And unfortunately, because we run them all, we don't get to keep many of them for very long. But like Joey said, even owning some of these cards that we ran at $1,
that's the fun part for me is acquiring it.
For sure.
Gone. At least in my head, I had that card at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we've been that way with dollar bins and
Yeah.
just big collections that we've bought. And I think it's the fun of the hunt of going through like a huge collection and being like, yeah, I mean, we paid what, 5 cents for if we bought a big collection, 5 cents a card or whatever. And then you find a big card like that. We've dug through and found one-on-ones, random stuff. Just people didn't know what they had or it was just stuffed away. And
But
I think also just being into those, like another thing that I love is finding like the 90s and early 2000 like patch and auto cards when everything was game used.
Yeah.
And I don't even care like necessarily if it was a huge player. Those cards are just really cool.
Oh, for sure.
We come across a lot of those, and we ended up some of them, if it's a notable player, we'll put it on the table. If not, we'll consign them with like ComC. It's just fun to have those and just see the refractors. Because now modern cards today, man, it's just such a turn and burn of the ultra modern stuff. It's so like Brett and I don't even necessarily know what to buy anymore when it
Yeah.
comes to super modern. If we're buying boxes, you know what I mean? So
I see that all the time. They go, it's like a race to the bottom, and then they come back up, and
Mhm.
it, kind of settles at a what its actual price will be.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, since we're on time schedule today, a few more things and then we'll wrap it up. Wanted to show you guys these are the vendor passes that you guys will get. And it's got we have our title sponsors on here. You guys are a key sponsor. Our title sponsors, we just have, three of them, but Hobby Scan's one of the main ones. And so there's a QR code here. And so anybody that comes up to you, sees this, and the VIP passes will have it as well. Hobby Scan is a great app if you're not familiar, and so anybody that basically downloads the app has gets entered in to win a big card at the show. So if anybody asks you to do that, that's what that is.
gotcha.
We also have some promo like pro account to like the first 100 people that we're going to give away kind of on his behalf. And if you guys haven't used Hobby Scan, you definitely should try it out. It's got a really cool feature in the rapid scan. Like if you set a bunch of cards in front of you, you literally can just scan, and then it just populates as you're going through. So it's nice in a rapid way. Just like any app, you gotta check it and verify. But Brad and I have found it very useful. Um, but yeah, just to wrap this up, I guess is there maybe one thing that you guys are all looking forward to the show that maybe it's different than other shows, or is it just that it's close and it's big?
I
Um,
think I think it's really just like we said earlier, we're really as much as we want to expand on whatnot, we also want to expand in the show community.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think for us coming down into Indy and getting our foot in the door with you guys and for this show and future shows, that's really what we're looking forward to. Is we love one of our biggest things we pride ourselves on is building relationships.
100%.
Um,
Yep.
one thing across the board that we all four of us agree that relationships are so key in this hobby.
Yep.
Trust two biggest things in the hobby.
Yep.
And so, we like working with people that we can trust, that we love, and that put on good shows. And that's why, we're excited to come down with you guys and do the show. And that's why we love this fun. We love the idea of sponsoring it.
Yeah.
And, we're just looking for a fun weekend of just making new relations with people down there and growing ourselves as a team. And like, doing multiple shows a month, big shows a month or, one a month, whatever we can do, but just growing and meeting new people. Like I said, we've done Shift Shawana since it was, in a red barn,
Yep.
and Ed Beeman's done a great job of building that. And so we want to be a part of what you guys are building with you guys, and keeping our
Yeah.
foot moving down as far south as we can, how much more can we expand? You know, so that's I think in key what we've been talking about all week for as far as all of us is expanding our foot and getting our foot in the door somewhere where we haven't been like before. Like I've been to shows down in Indy before, a couple, not like your guys, but a couple. But we want to be a part of it. And we want to be right in front of the action.
I remember seeing you guys post things last year about like cards and kicks, and
Yep.
I
Yeah.
thought that's a really cool idea. You know, two collectibles that people love together. So I've reached out, to try to get a spot at the show because I like, the vision that you guys have.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that, and we agree. Relationships are huge in this hobby, and we're glad that we started one here. So we appreciate it, and we'll wrap this up. But we will see you guys in about a month.
Yeah,
About a
you guys
month.
have a great day.
Appreciate your time.
Yep.
Yep.
You guys got it. Thanks a
See ya.
lot.
Take care.
See you.